Samus is under fire. She sent an emergency directive. Join the fight.
A man has fallen into the river in Lego City. Deploy the rescue helicopter. I know that song predates that, but now that's all I can think of. This song has always been so funny to me in regards to Metroid, because it feels like the exact opposite of what Metroid goes for. Metroid goes for being like isolated and contemplative, like you're all alone on an abandoned research station and you need to get the hell out of there, but you can't because you have a job to do. No, this just sounds like epic mid-2000s FPS music. Super cool, super rad. I guess that's what they were trying to paint Metroid as back at the time. Welcome, everybody. I'm finally playing a Metroid game on stream. Metroid Fusion. Why specifically Fusion? I've got to be honest with y'all. The reason is so that I can play Dread later this year, because I really want to do that. I bought it when it came out with a special edition and everything, and this game leads right into that. So it made sense to me. But to be honest, I have not finished a Metroid game. I've played most of them. No, scratch that. I've finished Super Metroid. But every other one, I've just started it, played like 90% of it sometimes, and never finished it. So if you want the plot synopsis, I suppose. I'm sure if you're watching this right now, you know Metroid Fusion. But this game takes place right after, I think right after Super Metroid 3, maybe? I'm not sure actually. I knew before Dread it was the last game in the timeline. So let's go with that. After Samus eradicated all of the Metroids on SR388, after every other adventure she's had, she had a surprise waiting for her, and the game will tell us that soon. But I kind of spoiled it because I made this. This is my art submission for the week, by the way, y'all. Remember that? Yeah! You've eradicated the Metroids, right? So here's a parasite that thrives in an environment lacking natural predators. Now Samus is in grave danger! Yeah, that's the plot. This was a game that I always wanted to play on Game Boy Advance, but they never had it at the Best Buy near my house, so I never ended up buying it. I own it now on Game Boy Advance in Japanese, but we're playing it on Switch Online today. So, enjoy. That's all I need to say. I'm playing this with my 8-bit Do controller with the Super Nintendo layout. I am ready. This is gonna be like the experience. Oh, did you hear that? That sound, that nostalgic Game Boy sound. The Game Boy Advance was like, Nintendo presents. Just underrated as an era. Metroid 4. So many good games, and I never bought them. Because that was the age of piracy for Nintendo, and then I always had to get the pirated, the bootleg copies from the Philippines because my parents were too cheap to buy the regular ones, and now those copies of the games don't work anymore. What am I even talking about? Look at Samus. This game is so cool. The art, the pixel art is immaculate. Warning! Not immediately after returning to Super, but shortly after Super. Got it. Fun fact, the VA for the Lego City narrator is the VA for Hitman 47. Oh no. Oh my god, did Samus explode? I think she just hyper jumped. I think she's fine. I need to play more Game Boy Advance games on this stream, to be completely honest with y'all. That's the short of it. I bought the freaking Analog Pocket for a reason, y'all. Alright, okay. Yeah, let's just start a new file. This art. I feel like if the Game Boy... Oh, sorry. I'd been assigned to watch over biologics research team, so I once again found myself on the surface of SR388, the Metroid homeworld. I feel like if the Game Boy had just a little bit of a higher resolution screen, it would have been the perfect 2D console. We didn't need to progress handhelds past that at all. DS was pretty good though. I love the PS1-ish aesthetic. Oh no! It was a fake! Ah! It was there that I was attacked by a life form I had never encountered before. Goodbye, Froggy. I guess it wasn't Wednesday, my dudes. It was only later that I learned the identity of my attacker, the parasitic organism we now know as X. Wait, no, wait. This is actually very topical. Wait a minute. This was an accident. Wait a minute. Yes, X is very much a parasitic organism. Delete it from your phones, y'all. You don't even remember installing it, right? Right? I don't want to bring up that, but that's just funny. Unaware of my condition, I was returning to the station when disaster struck. Uh-oh. Once the X had infested my central nervous system, I lost consciousness and my ship drifted into an asteroid belt. Uh-oh. Ah! Leave me alone! Damn. Oh, she did explode. She's fine, y'all. The ship's emergency systems automatically ejected the escape pod before impact. Biologic's vessel recovered it and transported me to Galactic Federation HQ. However, during the journey, the X multiplied within me, corrupting large areas of my power suit. Almost like fusing it to your body, huh? Look, oh, that is horrific. If this wasn't a Nintendo game, you would think like you could see bits of her flesh like melting off. It then came to light that the organic components of my power suit had become so integrated with my system that it could not be removed while I was unconscious. Large portions of my suit had to be surgically removed, dramatically altering my physical appearance. However, the X in my central nervous system were too embedded to be removed safely. I was given a minimal chance of survival. Then, someone found a cure. It's the delete button. Delete it. Delete it now. Who's gonna clean up all this maple syrup? You guys hear about the giant X sign? Yeah, and apparently it just got removed after 3 days because nobody got a permit for it. Ain't that grand? Again, I don't want to date this stream by talking about that too much. Because, you know what? I'd rather it just fade into obscurity. I'm on freaking Blue Sky now, y'all. Like, find me there. I might start putting my schedules. I haven't decided yet. They proposed using a METROID cell to make an anti-X vaccine. It seems that the Federation had managed to preserve a cell culture from the last Infinite METROID from SR-388. The serum was prepared and injected without delay. Vaccine! The X parasites were immediately and completely destroyed. Oh, damn, search and destroy. Whoa. Is she like naked now? Is that her skin? As for me, one life ended, yet I survived, reborn as something different. Get the circular saw. Oh, just like that one scene from Spider-Man 2. Except with a lot less murder of the doctors. Oh, Dr. Octagonopus. Pondering this fact, I realize. Standing here, I realize. I owe the Metroid hatchling my life, twice over. And this is the last time Samus will ever mention the baby Metroid. The baby Metroid, the baby. We'll soon be arriving at the BSL research station. I must prepare for docking. That is something you must prepare for. Don't want to do that unannounced. The ship's computer has notified me of our approach to the Biologic Space Labs, or BSL, research station. During my surgery, the research team sent the last batch of creatures we captured there, as well as the infected pieces of my power suit. After regaining consciousness, I learned that an unexplained explosion rocked the station. For some reason, this awoke a nameless fear in my heart, and now I'm being sent there to investigate. My mission on the BSL station will be overseen by my new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt computerized CEO is something I have to bear, as it was a condition of my taking the ship. For someone who dislikes taking orders, This is the second time I found myself having to do so. It makes me recall my other CO. Oh, I already have chills. I know who exactly she's talking about. I remember when the game first came out and people were unsure of the new direction with Metroid, like going harder on the story-based plot and having Samus like not able to freely roam around. But I think this is a interesting like middle ground. Like it could have been a lot more linear than this. I'm not saying that like I want it to be more linear. I'm just saying like they did this knowing that this would be a Game Boy game where you'd like to do it in bursts. Part of the reason I'm doing this as my Monday game too, so that I can take breaks and I don't miss out on too much, because as you can see, the computer will very, very handily give me summaries of what's going on at any given time. If you knew that you were returning to the SR3D8, could you just choose to not go? Dylan, she's like the best person for the job though. She's like the only person that anybody would trust. She'd probably be like, hey, don't go there alone, you're going to die. Little did she know, she's the one facing death. Ugh. Oh boy. Do you want to explain the lore of the power suit? No, I think, does the game explain it? If the game explains it, I'd rather the game say it. Or if like it's in a manual, but maybe on a second stream of this. And I know like Metroid Dread like resolves what happens with her suit here, and she gets a whole new suit in that game too. So the games don't say. All right, so maybe in a bit, maybe once there's a lull, because I know the beginning of this game is going to be super story heavy. I'm not going to have time to like just like sit and read it. Yeah. Fun fact, Mercury Steam, for those who don't know, the people who made Samus Returns, came to Nintendo to do a remake of this game. Sakamoto decided that they do a remake of Metroid 2 instead. You know what? That was the right thing to do. Even if it did result in the quote-unquote cancellation of AM2R. Quote-unquote, because that game was finished anyway, so like there was no point. But hey, now we get 2 Metroid 2 remakes that are both really good. Yeah. Alright, back to the computer. I'm a computer. Stop bother downloading.
There's been an explosion in the quarantine bay. The bay currently stores capsules containing ricin, samples from SR388, as well as parts of your suit infected by the X-parasites. The cause of the explosion is as yet unclear. Investigate. The quarantine bay is here. Move quickly and quietly. You are still unable to use most of your latent abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Stop at the navigation room on the way. Uplink from there. Is your objective clear? Now go to the quarantine bay.
Wow, so bossy. So from what I do know, like, after the events of Super Metroid, this is like, Samus had to get a new ship. She had to get like, well, as you can see, she had to get a new suit. She had to get like a new everything because her ship exploded. So this is why the game just said, this is why she has like the little AI guiding her now. She doesn't usually work like that. Like, a big thing of Metroid is kind of like, not even kind of like, it is very explicitly similar to the Alien movies, where, you know, you have like Ripley, believe it or not. Ripley is, wait, is that her name in the movies? I've never actually watched Alien. I think Ripley. Ridley's the director, but Ripley is the character. Yeah, Ripley. Like, alone on the space station, very little outside help, just trying to survive the alien menace. Can't open anything yet. Can't open anything yet. I don't know, Samus. Maybe if you tried unlocking the doors instead of just shooting them. I missed a bit of the lore. I missed the lore? How did I miss the lore? Are you saying because I went into the ship and skipped the dialogue? No, that was the dialogue that the game just said. I just accidentally went back into the ship again. You said she has a new suit. Yeah, no, I'm just summarizing because the game literally just played the intro. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna re-summarize the entire intro again. I'm just saying what the game has said so far, just in case anybody just came on in just now.
The quarantine bay is ahead. Vital signs are confirmed. Be careful.
Not too far. Ding! Am I planning on watching the Alien series ever? Probably. Oh, I don't even have the morph ball. That's right. They dissected the suit off me, so I have like none of my abilities. Oh, jeez. So the quarantine bay is more or less where they were storing my suit because it was infected with the X. And it was in one of the... Hi. Hello. Aha! Give me that. Yum. That's right, I can absorb them now, y'all. So this was where my suit was. Wonder what happened here. Jeez. Well, no use crying over spilled milk. I guess we'll just have to find some other evidence of where it's been. Maybe somebody took it? Who knows? So I will say, this is not the first time I've booted up Metroid Fusion. This is the first time I'm intending to play it all the way to the end, though. I can't really say for sure how far I've played. I want to say at least halfway through the game. But besides that, that has been a while ago now. I've watched people play it, but only like half paid attention to it. And yeah, no. Now it is time for stream. Computer voice is great, thank you. I actually cycled through all the voices in voice mod and tried to find like the perfect, you know, kind of alien style computer voice. Like, I was deciding between
using this computer voice that is more of generic sci-fi computer AI, or choosing this other voice.
Voice like computer voice technology in the 1980s that would give it a very alien feel.
But I ended up going with slightly higher tech. So I've been watching the Snowman's friend of the stream. He's been playing Alien Isolation. Well, actually, he just finished it. But I really like that game. I never played it, but I love watching people play it because the aesthetic is so on point. All the technology in that game is like circa the 80s. All the computers are like green terminals. Everything is like manual override. It's so cool. I don't know why, but it fits so perfectly. Yeah. Sound like someone from Valorant? Maybe they're using the same filter. Who knows? Anyway.
This is unfortunate news. The specimens brought back by the field team were infected by X parasites. The X can't mimic its prey. Any specimen could have hosted it. Before the explosion, a security sensor scanned one. The gelatinous X parasites invade and rapidly reproduce.
The forbidden fruit gummy. They look pretty yummy though. I want to eat one. Does anybody else want to just like chew on one? I bet they taste like beeswax.
Killing the host creature. They also absorb DNA and use it to mimic the host. You were almost killed by an X infection. Only the Metroid vaccine saved your life. It seems Metroids were the main predators of the X. That's why the vaccine worked so quickly and so well. But it has also changed your cellular makeup. You will never be infected by X again. X will not give it to you. You will just get it on your own. X gonna deliver. In fact, you can now absorb any free-floating X parasites without a host by merely touching them. This will allow you to replenish health and restore weapons. Knock knock, open up the door to more X parasites to replenish your health. You may also restore latent abilities this way, so pursue free X parasites whenever you possibly can. This station is home to many species, some violent ones. We must keep the X out of the breeding environments at all costs. This is vital, Samus. I am already detecting a massive biosign in this region. The X are gathering.
That is so damn ominous. Ominous.
This may be our chance to exterminate them, but you are only at 10% battle capacity. Your chance of survival is extremely low. The Federation needs you alive and on duty, Samus. Is your objective clear? Now, get going. I have released the lock on level 0 hatches. Look for the blinking hatches.
Yes, sir. I suppose. Don't eat them, they're sugar-free. That's okay, I should be watching my sugar intake. And you know what? I should be watching my fiber intake too. But, you know, in a positive way, so... You know, if they're that kind of sugar-free, you know... That's like the big thing about sugar-free gummy bears. The sugar they use is basically a laxative. Oh, hi. Oh, bye. Yum, 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 yum. Save! Oh, yeah. Most of the energy goes into the fun ideas, setting up, you name it. Dollar store flubber. I have a VHS of Flubber sitting in my childhood bedroom. I haven't watched it since it came out, but like, I look at it. Oh, rip this guy. Is that a zombie? Interesting. Oh, I guess it's like an ex-human, but they don't really know how to mimic people. That is so wild. I love the enemy design in this game. Hello? Oh. I can't go through here. Not yet. I need the morph ball. Why can't Metroid crawl? It's a weight loss solution. You remove all your water weight. Yeah, that'll work. Gummy bears, more like yummy bears. You strip down a human for parts. Ugh. You get all the nice jelly inside. There's 70% water, right? Just, the X parasite hasn't figured out which percent. Yeah.
I have received news from HQ. They can support you with downloadable weapons data. Once you have this data, you'll be able to use missiles.
I can use Pomeranians? Just throw them at the enemy, just like Renoa from Final Fantasy VIII? Oh man, I want to use that weapon. Brad, is there a mod for that Super Metroid randomizer where you can change the sprite into like somehow shooting corgis out of your weapon? Just question.
This will help against some enemies your beam can't hurt. Head to the data room for the download. The data room is here. Is your objective clear? With missiles, your chance of survival climbs to 20%.
You wouldn't download a missile. Oh, yes, I would. Dead body on the floor. Yeah, I'm assuming that the X, like, copied that guy and just copied him really badly. Oh. Looks like the inside of my computer. Look, you don't need to worry about cable management if it's on the side of the computer that doesn't have the glass panel, okay? Okay. To me, half the fun of building computers is just making them look all nice. And then when something goes wrong, I take it all apart, and then it doesn't look as nice the second time. And then I say screw it, and then it just goes together just all messily. That computer reminds me of a gruff Federation CEO I served under named Adam Malkovich. He called me lady on missions. From anyone else, it would have sounded sarcastic. But Adam made it sound dignified. Out of respect, and with some irony, I named the computer after him. Adam. Man, such a shame we never saw a game with Adam in it. But some other Metroid would have probably done that. Too bad there is no other Metroid. Does anybody else do this thing where they want to fill every single square of the map? I guess that's like part of the completion of the game, huh? even though I know I can't jump that high yet, I just really, really want to fill in those top parts of this room. Energy tank, recharge complete. 100% map completion. They probably have like the perfect movement routes and everything already. It's like, don't bother filling in this part of the room now because you backtrack through there later, and then like, you know, you find all the little secrets. Probably isn't really worth it to look for all the little hidden blocks yet. Unlike Super Metroid, they probably don't give that many to me at this point. Yeah. I am currently using the 8-bit Do controller. The one that's kind of shaped like a Super Nintendo controller. I really like it. It's one of my favorite controllers to use on like PC and also Switch. It's so comfy and it's got a really nice D-pad, just like the Super Nintendo. I was this close to using the Nintendo 64 online controller for this game. Because if you think about it, it's got the same kind of button layout as a Game Boy Advance. It's got the A and B buttons, like, as the main buttons. It's got L and R. It's got start. And then as I was setting it up and charging it, I realized, wait, it doesn't have a select button. And none of the buttons on it map to select. It was that close to being perfect for the Game Boy Online. You know what? I guess the N64 D-pad will just continue to go unused forever. I know some games use it, but it's just really funny how little games used it. Off the top of my head, I think like Pokemon Puzzle League, Mischief Makers. Those are the only games I can think use the D-pad. I'm sure there are more, like Dr. Mario 64 probably.
The data room is just ahead.
Recently bought a modded Pro controller to make the D-pad useful. Does it have like the tape mod to make it like more responsive? I did do that to my Pro controller. I really like using it for most Switch games. Today, since I'm playing a Game Boy Advance game though, I decided to use the 8-bit Do. It's just really nice. Hashtag not sponsored. Missile data. Hold R, press B. Nice. Let's dance, dun 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 dun. Put on your red shoes and dance with me. Dun 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 dun. Let's swing, dun 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 dun. Okay, I'm done. Oh, hello, Adam. Did you run out of power? Do I need to reroute? Take everything on life support. Everything here is gonna die anyway from the X parasite. You know, might as well cut off their food supply.
Electrical interference has knocked out the elevators on the main deck. This may be related to the X. I'll work on it. As for you, try to find another way to the target. It's located here. I'm reading huge biosigns, so I hope your missiles work. To reload missiles, you can use a recharge room or absorb a special type of X-parasite. You'll see them. Try it out. Is your objective clear? Missiles are your only hope. Don't hesitate to use them. Now find a way to the target.
How does Adam Pewter know about the X-parasite missiles? Oh, is there a wall jump in this game? There is. Yes. Oh, but it is not as useful as the Super Metroid wall jump, that's for sure. Like, look at that. The game does not let me turn back around until I'm way far away from the wall. Alright, so there isn't, probably isn't infinite missile jump, infinite wall jump. Like Super. Hey, I filled out the square though. Very nice. The area's locked. This is a little obsessive, but I am going to fill that last missile back to 10. I'm here anyway, right? The modded Pro controller replaced the membrane buttons with mechanical ones. Oh, that's real nice. I do like certain mechanical switches, like the ones on the Xbox Xbox Series controller. like the ones on the GBASP. When membrane when membrane is done right though, it feels real good. Like the Super Nintendo Classic is, like the original Super Nintendo is like one of the membrane controllers that just cannot be replaced. Even like when Nintendo remakes the controller for like the Classic or the Super Nintendo Classic or the missile. Or that like Nintendo Online Super Nintendo controller, it doesn't feel exactly right. I don't know, maybe it's just the fact that my original Super Nintendo controller is like over 30 years old. Here we go. Schmeekrit. But the 8-bit Do is one of the only controllers that feels just like it. Feel the membrane on the Joy-Cons. Oh god, what is that? Oh, it's looking at me! Leave me alone! Ding! Akira! Stop it! Stop it! Ah! I don't like what's happening here. The X's keep respawning. I think X's are coming from different parts of the same map. And they're reviving these enemies I'm killing? It's an interesting mechanic, but it's also annoying. Hey, hey. Open up. Oh, yeah. There you go, finally. Thank you. Alright, that's the room I need to be in. Can I get to this safe from here? I can. Cool. The walls have eyes. They're bleeding just like Evil Dead 2. Red gummy. A security sensor did scan an X before the explosion in the quarantine bay. Oh. I really like how... I really like the idea that these parasites become your health pickups. So in-universe, they're just like creepy crawlies that kill living things. And there's like an actual in-universe reason for them to drop out of enemies you kill. I don't know if the game like ever explicitly says it, but it would be cool if the justification for the Missile X parasites would be like, they evolved to like take on explosive properties and like it's a defensive mechanism, but also that's why your suit can repurpose them into missiles. You know? Can I just say the wall hang feels really good in this game? I think that little sound, it really helps sells it. Hello? Who are you? I don't know you! That's my purse! Oh! Whoa! Got a little roly-poly here. Oh, don't hit the back. Don't hit it from the back. Which is a bad idea. Yup! I'm ready. Whoa! My missiles. Yeah! Oh no! It's a battle of attrition. I just need to shoot it and harvest more health from it before it can kill me. Oh! Absorb! Absorb! Oh, I have more missiles. There you go. Oh, yeah, that's doing damage. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Don't mind if I do. Slurp. Oh, yeah. I don't even care if it's sugar-free. That forbidden gummy is tasty. Must have been one of those medicinal ones. Morph ball. Aw, oh, dude, this gummy tastes funny. I feel like rolling up into a ball. Ah, that's part of the side effects. And you know what? They ain't half bad. Morph ball ability recovered. Press down twice to morph. Imagine dying when you reach that phase of the fight. Don't tell me that happened to you. Don't tell me that happened to you. Some of the other games, they explain that Samus's suit generates missiles, but it requires energy. I feel like that makes a little more sense than enemies just happening to drop like fully constructed aerodynamic missile objects. I think overall, just like the lore and the gameplay of Metroid Fusion meld together in a way that just helps you get immersed into it, even without it being as isolated feeling as the other Metroids. It goes for something different. I remember hearing something. What was that interesting fact about the Metroid games? I remember. Apparently, the team that made the Metroid Game Boy Advance games also made Wario Land 4. And the game engine that runs Wario Land 4 and Metroid is the same engine. And that explains so much of why, specifically, Wario Land 4 is so much more like a Metroidvania than the other Wario Lands before it. That's really funny to me. If you defeat me, I drop missiles. It was a bad idea to eat them. Whoa! For your own good, Brad. For surgical extraction. The stomach pump might have created an implosion. Definitely Wario Land 4. I can hear it now.
Samus, it is as I feared. The breeding environments have been invaded by X-parasites.
Then why didn't you lock down more lockdowny, huh? What's the point?
Sector 1 SRX shows several abnormalities on biosensors. Sector 1 is a simulation of the SR-388 ecosystem. To get there, take the main elevator to the access shaft and use elevator 1. Is your objective clear? Use the navigation room just inside for further briefing. I'm not sure, but I think that whoever allowed the X into the environment may also be linked to the earlier explosion.
Dun dun dun! The music in this game is so dramatic. Also, like, there's just like there's Samus got a pixel butt crack. I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to stare. This was the last in-house developed Metroid game that wasn't canceled. That makes sense. What team developed Metroid Dread? The Dread Project. Teased in Metroid Prime, it finally became real. Finally. You telling me there's a glorified petting room in this place and it went wrong? That's the secret, Captain. All petting zoos go wrong. It's just a matter of when. Bum, ba, 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 ba. She gets more pixels in Zero Mission. Heck yeah. I was debating between playing this or Zero Mission, but like I said, Metroid Fusion, it's more linear. It makes more sense for a Monday game for me, I think. Yeah, how many people here have played Metroid Dread yet? I am so excited for that. I bought the special edition because I wanted to make sure that Nintendo knew that Metroid was a game that we want here in the West. Like, I have a feeling. Oh, this is just gonna be the same objective, huh? Yeah. That was like Metroid's Hail Mary for Dread to come out. Oh, that's not... It's cold. That's where the ice cream is stored. Samus isn't allowed to have any, not before dinner. I need the barrier suit. The barrier suit. but then it got mistranslated and it just became iconic. So very astute it was. Metroid has a history of doing better in the West. I imagine, yeah. Ooh, let's fill out the map down there. I imagine the same thing is probably true of Resident Evil as well. Oh wait, hold on. These are definitely games that you would imagine appeal to the Western audiences more. Oh yeah, that's... My brain cell has like a 5-second attention span. I am like a goldfish. I see empty room on map and I'm like, ooh, wait, I want to fill that out. It's literally the room that I had to leave because I couldn't exist in it. All right, let's just go real quick. What's in here? Oh my goodness, Ridley's in here. Okay, I'm out of here. Why are they keeping Ridley in here? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Why? Can he not be here, please? Or at least disassemble him first? Uh-oh. Oh, this is not a save point. Damn. Science. Good to play this before Zero Mission anyhow. Gameplay improvements. I forget that Zero Mission came out after Metroid Fusion. It makes sense, though. The gameplay, like I said, just feels so good already. I know there are people out there that, like, actively hate how Super Metroid feels, which is insane to me, but you know what? People are entitled to that thought. This corridor is ominous. Just about the physics and, like, whatnot. I don't feel that way. I like how Super Metroid feels. I understand it's a little bit slower than other games, but it fits the nature of that game to me. I'm not gonna... Hello?
I'm you! I'm your shadow! Liquid!
Can we get a saxophone in the chat for the SAX? Can we get a saxophone in the chat for the SAX? We're not supposed to know what that's called yet, but it's called the sax. All right, next time we see that, you know we have to play. No, wait, this one. No, wait, I don't have the trailer one. Never mind. I had the trailer one that goes like... Oh, I need to go to 1. You're saying in this case, more linear equals not as overwhelming or daunting of the game to complete for the stream? I'm saying that if I'm only going to be playing this game once a week, then I am going to forget. I literally forgot that that room was a freezer. So what more am I going to forget after a week of not playing this? But because of the computer in this game, because it confirms your mission objective, like the game is designed like this because it was originally made for the Game Boy Advance. It's designed with the idea that you may have not played this game for a while since the last time. So it always gives you this easy place to like reconfirm where you're going and what you're doing. So that was like the main reason I chose Fusion, really. And also because I've played through half of it before, so I'll probably remember something. Brad will go on the record saying you were queuing up the saxophone emote as the cutscene was starting. It is now in the record, thank you. We'll submit it as evidence later. Thank you for contributing to the court record, Brad. Just like a true Miles Edgeworth. I just need to make sure next time I play this, I get the saxophone music. I'm just scared. I'm just scared that it'll be like copyright claimed, because you know what? The full Tears trailer theme, not the saxophone one, but this one. If you play that in full, it gets copyright claimed by some like fake music artist in Japan. And I don't know how to not get that unclaimed, but it's so sad. I'm never gonna play the full Tears theme because of that. I'll play this though. Beautiful. Even with VOD soundtrack, like, yeah, I could set that up, but I'd rather the joke be preserved when I submit it up to YouTube, because then people won't know what I'm talking about. Super Metroid physics. Yeah, it do be on the Super Nintendo. Exploitable.
The main elevator leading to the access shaft has been severely damaged. It will be totally unusable for some time, unfortunately. Some unknown agent is at work. Something very powerful. Certainly not human.
But it's as powerful as I was. Then again, Samus does have a little bit of that Chozo DNA.
I'll report when I know more. Now, listen closely. The X in Sector 1 have invaded the atmospheric stabilizers. They must want to alter the environment to their needs. They are already reproducing.
I'm jealous. What?
Clear all 5 atmospheric stabilizers to stop them. Is your objective clear? Now, get moving.
Unknown agent. Agent 47! But I want to see the sacks. Come on. Let me in. Let me in. Ooh. Select button weapon swap. Yeah, nah. Does anybody know if Fusion uses the select button? I don't think it actually does. Or maybe it's like some item I don't have yet. Again, that's the only reason I'm not using the Nintendo 64 controller right now. Samus is going to be spending this run not only within the physical impairments from the old suit being surgically removed, but she's got short-term memory loss. That's just me. She's borrowed my brain cells. It's fine. Adam will just tell us everything. We can count on him. Yup. No media property with an AI has never resulted in the AI betraying us for the greater good of humanity. Nope. Never happens. I'm sure it won't happen here at all. Ooh. Hey, get off my face. Amoeba! 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 What is that song, man? I just remember from that from Tony Hawk. Oh, it's stinky in here. Somebody must be gaming in here. Atmospheric stabilizers are online. 4 units still malfunctioning. There you go. Oh, that gamer stank is now out of here. Beautiful. The air of an otaku convention. Yeah, it's just Anime Expo. Y'all see the statistics on the poor airflow of Anime Expo? That's why I don't go there anymore, man. As much as I'd like to. Smaller anime conventions for me only, thank you. Those enemies fly. They fly now? They fly now. Somehow. Dun, 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 dun. As I'm running through Sector 1, lore and how Samus' suit is part of her body now, right? Sure. If it's something they expand on in Dread, I'd rather learn it in that game. Oh, I missed a room. Hold on. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's been lore in the manuals and players' guides and whatnot. Nothing for Jed? Okay, cool. Sure, then. Bum, 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 bum. I need to be better about looking at these maps before I just zoom through. This is a Metroidvania game, come on. Or I guess it's just a Metroid game. Right, okay. Can't go in there yet. Because that door is a level 3 lock? I guess? Or is that level 2? I can't tell. I am colorblind. Like literally, actually. Level 2, got it, thank you. Do they have cooking conventions? Probably. I think that's just called Hell's Kitchen. Oh, dude. Anybody going to TwitchCon 2023? Y'all want to go to Hell's Kitchen? I want some Gordon Ramsay food. Never been. Anytime I've only ever been to Las Vegas with my parents. Which, you know, is probably enough to tell you that I've never had, like, the full Vegas experience. But TwitchCon's gonna be fun. So, you know, anything dealing with food always results in, like, oh, we have food in the hotel because my mom packed, like, sandwiches on the way. I'm like, we're in Vegas, we're traveling, we gotta try, like, the local food. That's, like, half the reason to travel. I think my parents understand that more now. Like, at the very least, we ate in some places in Japan. But it was still, like, it took a lot of convincing. Atmospheric stabilizer online. 3 units malfunctioning. Thank you. You imagine Vegas vending machines are fun? What would they have in those? I'm assuming not like vending machines in Japan. Not those ones. I want to go left. You have a friend with Protonopia. That's red-green, right? Man, it's tough enough. That's hard for me to differentiate colors. They even gotta like make the names hard to differentiate. Yes. Yeah. It's not super like extreme. Like, I can tell that plants are supposed to be green, so I see green in my mind, and there's probably moss on here. But when it gets, like, darker shades, it gets hard to tell. Like, the level 2 and the level 4, the problem being that, like, whatever they are, whether they're yellow or orange or red or yellow-green, that kind of spectrum of colors is a troubles for me. Because you guys said that door on right here was level 2, right? But to me, it matches the shade of level 3, so I would have assumed it's the level 3 lock. Stuff like that. Stuff like that you gotta consider if you're making games with accessibility in mind. Oh, hot. Yep. Convection, schmunvection. Lava, or it might be acid actually. Oh! The pool might be bubbling on beneath me, but as long as I don't touch it, I'm fine. It's probably acid. You know, if it was red or green, probably would tell that more easily. But again, colorblind. Space pirates? No way. Hey, why are there space pirates here, though? I know they're X-Parasite copies, but, like, why were there ever space pirates here, is what I'm wondering. I guess because Ridley is here, probably. They might have had space pirate specimens. The GBA era, colorblind accessibility was not common. Ain't that the truth? Especially with how unlit the Game Boy Advance screen was. Yeah. Part of the reason why so many Game Boy Advance games are super brightly colored, it's not to be more cartoony, even though some games took advantage of that and made cartoony art styles like Mario Luigi Superstar Saga. It's because the Game Boy Advance screen was so dark. that they tried to compensate any way they could. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Whenever you go on vacation with your parents as a kid, food is always the hardest part. Some places have like no kosher food. Oh. Sounds about right. I'm glad I don't have like allergies, but I am definitely trying to eat healthier in general. And it is really hard to get information on a lot of food that's just out there. Ironically, fast food is one of the only foods that's really easy to get information because, you know, every Wendy's, every McDonald's, they have to follow all the same ingredients and recipes, so all their nutrition facts are the same. And just provided by corporate. 2 units still malfunctioning. Oh, hi. Alright, lore on the power suits. Samus has only technically ever had 2. The one she starts with Metroid 1, lost after completing Zero mission. Oh, because Zero suit. That makes sense. The fully powered suit she has right now is that suit, biomechanical organism itself that functions like a JoJo stand that is bonded with Samus. She has to maintain focus to keep it on, or she's knocked out. She stays on to keep her alive. I see. You know why that tidbit exists? Just to give a reason for the suit to explode off of her body when she dies. The simulator does a great job of emulating color accuracy of the games. Many emulators oversaturate. It's that kind of thing. Like, the Game Boy Advance data was intended to be shown on the Game Boy Advance screen. So that's part of the reason why they're able to compensate that way. But when you have an emulator that just takes the raw graphics data and displays it as it is, that's when it starts to get a little inaccurate. There's this whole thing about like the aspect ratio of the Super Nintendo and the color accuracy of the Super Nintendo, and people argue about like what's technically right. Because some Super Nintendo games assume that you're playing on a 4x3 TV, which is usually correct. So they switch the graphics horizontally to make it look right when it gets stretched out to a 4x3 screen. But then some games don't do that. At the end of the day, it's however you want to play the game. Back then, developers were more concerned with, you know, you being able to see the game at all. Colors are also a little oversaturated because they're designed to be, yep, on a TFT display. Even with the Game Boy Advance SP, if you didn't have the updated model, you just had this little, like, dinky front light. I know, I had that model. I had the NES-styled GBA SP. But then I did buy an updated Game Boy Advance eventually, and then I modded it into the NES shell. So now I have a super awesome modded Game Boy Advance SP. And I also modded my original Game Boy Advance model to have like a backlit screen in it as well. The modding scene is super cool for Game Boy Advance right now. You can get screens that just drop in as a replacement. And they have like features where they have a little capacitive switch that you can activate through the shell. So you just tap the top of the Game Boy and it changes the brightness. And somehow it's more power efficient despite being brighter, because screens back then were just that inefficient. So it is actually beneficial in every way to replace your Game Boy screen with the new panels. It's really fun. It's a nice little mod if you want to do it without much experience. You don't have to solder anything. You just disconnect the old screen, reconnect the new one. Maybe cut out a little bit of the plastic shell, but... Oh crap, I'm stuck. There has to be a way out of here, right? I think that is one thing that's I kinda could do without in this game. Whenever you kill an enemy, a lot of times they just cause other enemies to spawn because the X-Parasite goes and just does whatever it wants. I have a feeling here? Yeah, here. I need to open it up. Yep. Damn it. When the scientists tried to save Samus at the start of fusion, they had to rip the armor off like you would the exoskeleton armor plating of an animal or bug. They could repair her personal body once the X wasn't killing her, but the suit was damaged. The fusion suit is more or less the essentials. A light but flexible hard suit. We need a Metroid database. Just has all this information in it. When Metal Gear Solid 4 came out, they had this whole like database of all the lore in Metal Gear Solid up until that point. That was really fun. I still have it installed on my PS3. Whenever I get to streaming Metal Gear Solid 4, you know we're just gonna have an entire stream of perusing it. I wonder how much of that is still canon. Did I notice anything about the atmospheric stabilizer there? Wait, did I miss the cool one? I know one of them has a little secret. I thought it was one of the other ones. I am keeping an eye out, but I guess I missed it. I know what it is. Don't say it. Don't say it. It's not any particular stabilizer. Oh, it is all of them? I thought it was just one of them. Well, we'll look at the next one. I'll point it out. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, this isn't a stabilizer. This is a boss room. The blue stuff on her is a muscle-like fiber. It's basically for protection. In Dread, you can see the suit has had time to heal. Oh no! I got Chozo jaked! The familiarity of the Chozo suit caught me off guard. Jeez. Okay, so it looks like it shoots out the little I-beam. Oh, I killed it. Already? I was gonna say, it shoots out the little I-beam whenever I attack it. So I need to, like, dodge as soon as I hit it. Charge beam ability recovered. Press and hold B to charge. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we Mega Man 4 now, baby. Chargy beam! Shoot! Today is Monday in California. It was launching its contact lenses. My glasses, I can't see without my glasses. My glasses, I can't be seen without my glasses. Here we go. We'll look at this next one. I was gonna point it out. Oh, right, you have to look, okay. You have to look at it before you clean it up. That's why I wasn't, like, noticing it. Because I wanted to point it out. Thanks for the hydrate. I wanted to point it out, but I kept, like, looking at it after I cleared it. And I'm like, wait, why isn't the Easter egg there? Alright, I have to point it out before I clear it. Bam! Pretty good. Hey. Alright, are you done spawning yet? No? No? Alright, maybe I'm safe here. Am I safe here? I'm gonna assume I'm safe here. Yeah, I'm safe here. It looks like there's just a bunch of junk clogging the air vents. And there is. But that junk at the top, used to cost $50 at Walmart. There's a GameCube up there, yo. I want somebody to mod the GameCube to look exactly like that. Just paint it up and just put it in a pile of junk. Wait a minute, how am I supposed to get that? I know, I'll go out the other side. The GameCube. It's the Game Sphere. It's spherical. Spherical! The bottom square is a TV, it might be. All stabilizers online. Atmospheric levels equalized. Chorizo adobo. That sounds delicious, actually. The chorizo statues. That's what I like to call them. Didn't the MGS4 database confirm certain characters from earlier games? Yep. Like, it clearly existed to just fill in a lot of the plot holes in a very Kojima way. It's like, by the way, this person was actually that person the whole time. It's stuff that, like, if they had revealed it during the game, it actually would come across as just like a... They just did it for the sake of the surprise. But the fact that they confirmed it outside of the game makes it feel more like lore. Somehow. Like, it never mattered to the games. But, you know, it's still true. Oops. So this area really was a Smash tournament. CRTs, GameCubes, and the stanky air. Somebody was gaming in there. Now we're gaming. Mine too, the GameCube showing up as a computer terminal in RE1 Remake. Yeah. I don't know what it is about the GameCube era specifically that really liked putting the GameCube in the games. I guess they just really liked how it looked. The, like Metal Gear Solid 1, Remake Twin Snakes had GameCubes in it. The Shrek GameCube game had an error handling screen where you fell into a GameCube if for some reason an error occurred. We just need to keep going left. Alright. Oh yeah, the Charge Shot does eat right through that shield. I like it. The X are learning how to play Melee. Melee! What are the chances that all the Smash Tournament pros are actually just X-parasites that mimic human beings? Forgot about the amiibo! Shoutouts to Amebia. Wow. I found out that the prop they used in Drake and Josh for the Game Sphere was I think a Motorola MP3 player. I think it was a Motorola brand. It was basically like a boombox that also played CDs. And you can actually just buy it. It's hard to find now, because who just keeps around a giant-ass CD player anymore? But that would be such a cool thing to own. Because I actually do want, like, a CD player as a furniture set piece in my... wherever I live. I just like having physical media. Yeah, there you go. Thanks for shouting out Amebia. Who went to the Final Fantasy Fan Fest? I don't know if she's going to be streaming anytime soon, but... I can't wait to ask her how it went, because I saw a lot of friends go, and they had a lot of fun. They passed out those square grapes. They square grapes. They did surgery on a grape. The FFFF? Yes, the FFFF. And when you don't go, you go, I wish I could have gone.
Atmospheric stabilizers online. Gamer stank has been eradicated. Old Spice sponsored. Da 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 da. But many acts have already made it to other sectors, it seems. In particular, Sector 2, TRO. TR0, the tropical habitat, shows abnormalities. I suspect the X entered this sector with the help of our unseen saboteur. He or it may be in TR0 now. Samus, get over there. We need to put an end to this. Is your objective clear? Start moving. I'll brief you at the TR0 navigation room.
You missed the FFFF. FF's sake.
Yep.
Gather up all the games that have a GameCube in them and run the GameCube Presents. What game am I thinking of that has like a GameCube debug room even? Maybe it's Wind Waker? I feel like it is. As I listened to the briefing, my thoughts turned to Adam. The real Adam understood me well. He would end orders by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He knew I wouldn't disagree. That was just his way of noting our trust. I wonder if I can trust this computer too. The visor has a little extra point on top compared to my helmet. By the way, this helmet is an official Nintendo model. Can anybody guess why it looks so off? Can anybody guess what game specifically this model is from? Of Samus's helmet? Other M? Nah. I actually do like the suit design in Other M a lot. I have the Figma. The Samus Aran Figma that uses the Other M design. That was the design they used in Smash 4, I believe, and it looks really nice. I like the circular design and all the panel lines and everything. Federation Force? Nope. It's not from Federation Force. This helmet is actually from Nintendo Land. It's the helmet that the Mii's can wear. That's why it looks so bulbous. Because it has to fit the Mii's big ass heads. Yeah, Nintendo Land, you got it. Man. Brad, we need to play Nintendo Land someday. I'll come over, we'll stream it. I love that game. The Metroid game was my favorite.
I have learned the identity of our mystery saboteur. Ta-da! Samus, it is an X, mimicking you. I have named it the SAX. I believe the SAX came from the capsule containing your infected suit parts. It used a power bomb to escape the quarantine bay. That explosion breached the capsules containing all the X that started this disaster. But the saxophone is definitely our biggest worry right now. The sax is mimicking you at full power. You can't face it.
Again, remember that the computer freaking said that, oh man, it's so powerful, it isn't human. Oh, sorry, it's just you, Samus. You're damn right it's me. You're damn right I'm that strong. Just not right now. Oh boy. Mr. Drewby, hope the move went smoothly. Welcome on in. Thank you for the resub. Welcome back to the chicken coop.
Grab a nest and get comfy. Is your objective clear?
Welcome to the Metroid Fusion. I just felt like playing it today, you know. My first official Metroid game on stream. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Like, I should have played these games sooner, to be honest. Nice game tonight. Thank you, thank you. You know, I have people like Drewby to thank. Can we get a shout out for Drewby, by the way? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. To just inspire me to play games like this. I mentioned this at the beginning of stream, but I already forget if it was part of the VOD or not. One of the reasons I haven't played a Metroid game on stream up until now is because I tried to play some Metroidvanias back when I first started streaming. Hollow Knight in particular. And that was when I wasn't used to talking while streaming, or, you know, thinking while streaming, or just, like, streaming. And it was just so overwhelming to navigate the map while also, like, coming up with topics to talk about. I did not have a good time. It just kind of turned me off from streaming Metroidvanias, which is a shame, because Hollow Knight is great. It's just, I was not able. My brain could not do it yet. And now I'm like, now is the time. 5 years later, I have the ability to somewhat play games. And you know what? If you like Metroidvanias, play Shantae. Specifically, Shantae and the Seven Sirens, because that one is the most Metroidvania of them all. Shill. Hashtag not sponsored by WayForward, but just saying. But anyway,
You can't face it.
as much as I want to. But yeah, Drew, hope your move is going smoothly. I was gonna say, hope your smooth is going smoothly. And when you install that new CPU on your computer, please let me know, because I'm anxious. I want to see that thing working. It's gonna be so cool. You're gonna be able to play 3DS games on your 3DS. Yes, just legally on your 3DS.
If you see the sacks, just run. Don't think about fighting. You are still very vulnerable to cold and an unexpected side effect of the Metroid vaccine. Like Metroids, you can be frozen by an ice beam. Of course, the SAX is armed with the ice beam. Stay away. If you see it, just run. HQ says they have bomb data ready in the data room. Bombs will help you find a way out if the SAX traps you. The data room is here, but it's sealed by a level 1 hatch. You'll have to find the security room and release the level 1 locks. But per safety protocols, it's not marked on the map. You'll have to find it on your own somehow, Samus. So first find the security room and unlock level 1 hatches. Then go to the data room and get that bomb data. Is your objective clear? Keep an eye out for the sacks.
Gonna install it tomorrow. Ooh, best of luck, sir. Ladies shower, have a good shower. Drew, was it on your stream of this, or was it when I was playing this off stream? I remember encountering the SAX, which can happen during gameplay. I'm just gonna say that right now. And it is terrifying because the music swells and everything, and you have to escape because it can catch up to you. It does freeze you with the ice beam, and you are a sitting duck, because it does the Metroid thing, I think, where it fires a missile while you're frozen. Was it on your stream that this happened, where Samus is running away from the SAX, it clips her, she freezes, but then Samus drops into a little crevice, and the SAX can't follow her, so even though you got, you just thawed, and then you were just safe. It probably happened to you. Whoever it happened to, that was hilarious. It may just be a shared experience, who knows? But man, it's one of those moments where it's like, how am I alive? I do not deserve to have survived that. Oh, one of these. Hey. Whoa! Yup. Column expand. SAX relied on GBAA. Can I even jump over this right now? Maybe not. In a nutshell, pretty much this is the RE2 remake TOO Mr. X before RE2 remake did it. Well, it's more like the original RE2 Mr. X, I think. Because I know the events are scripted. It's not like they're always chasing you, but that could be a really cool premise for a future Metroid game. Like, didn't the end of... I don't want to spoil it for Drew, because I don't think he's played Metroid Prime 3 yet, right? Or has he? No, I would know. Drew, you haven't played Metroid Prime 3 yet, right? There's a plot thread between Metroid Prime 3 and Hunters that they haven't really explored yet. So I'm hoping that in Metroid Prime 4 they expand on it. It involves a character that might end up hunting Samus like Mr. X, basically. So if they go down that route, I really want that to happen. Like, just persistent, somebody chasing you through the Metroidvania area. Because that is basically Resident Evil 2 with Mr. X. In any other game, I'd be super stressed out by a persistent follower. And I am also stressed out in Resident Evil. But the way that RE2 Remake does it, it's so perfect. It encourages you to like keep going through the area and like get good at navigating. Because you have to find all the little shortcuts and whatnot that normally you wouldn't take. But you do because you don't want to encounter Mr. X. GBA didn't have that power. The Switch does though. It could happen. Metroid Prime 4 in development. Who knows when it'll come out? I'm still of the opinion, the theory. I'm still of the theory that Metroid Prime 4 is gonna be the next Switch's Breath of the Wild. They're probably like holding it until the next system gets announced, so that they can reveal it's like a double release or something like that. Maybe. Because why else would they have just not had any update on its progress? I know that it got restarted in development, and that understandably takes a lot of time. Also, level 1 security hatch is open. Now we can get to the bomb room. Understandably, that takes a long time, but that was itself like 3 or 4 years ago, right? That is wild. You can tell Nintendo really didn't want to announce Metroid Prime 4 that early. But it was necessary because people were just so upset. They were just so upset about no Metroid news for such a long time, and then Federation Force. Maybe Retro just is that slow? I mean, we know that they do good work. They just need to take their time. Take as much time as you need. We have Metroid Dread to hold us over until then. Dun 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. I do like how they somehow managed to sneak in a jungly, ruiny area into a space station. Just because it's meant to mimic SR388. Like, the biome, sure, but why do you need to mimic the ruins, too? Oh, this probably needs bombs. Bombs? Rope? Lamp oil? You want it, friend, it's yours. Richer. You honestly think they should have only announced Samus Returns at E3? It's so weird how that announcement was like after. Here's the thing though, like, because people were so angry about Federation Force, for the next game to have just been the Samus Returns remake, I think people would have gotten angrier. I think the announcement of Metroid Prime 4 needed to happen so that people would be more accepting of Samus Returns. Because people were already skeptical. People were already like, oh, AM2R exists. There are people who were like, oh, it's made by that one Castlevania developer that messed up Castlevania. Oh, this and that and that. It ended up being good, but even after its release, people were still like wanting to hate it. So, you know, PR is very powerful. Bomb. There's still people that hate it now, sadly. Do you think the staff come to the tropical area as their own super cool break room? Yeah, that's where they do all their gaming. That's why the GameCubes are there in the fans. But yeah, oh, what's going on? Hello? I think the SAX is in this room. Oh, it just left this room. What did they do? This door is destroyed. Damn. Bomb jumping nerfed. Yeah, I was trying it out. You can't... I don't think you can do the infinite bomb jump, can you? Oh well. Alright, now where do I want to go? I am afraid if I go down, that I'm not going to be able to come back up. So I want to explore this top area first. I think this just leads outside. Wait a minute, origination, storming the nation with your presence. Mr. Ori, I saw him doing some art today, making some good progress on his pieces of Tifa Lockhart, Starfire from the Teen Titans, but more the comic version. Very good stuff today. If you're not following Origination, go follow him. He is a amazing artiste that deserves more credit. Artists in general deserve more credit, but especially Origination. Welcome on in, everybody. How ya doing? Welcome to METROID. What's the vegan version? Spinatroid? Welcome on in, Jack, Ori, Hikari, who is also a fantastic artist, by the way. Commissions are open for Hika. Tomato Tifa. Look, I may be colorblind, but I did see you were doing some sort of color and technique on Tifa that I did not understand, so I did not comment on it. Tomato. Tifa locked art. She's locking your heart. Ever since 1998, I'll never forget it. Hope y'all had a good time. A little less than a sweeping sensation. It is definitely filling my heart with elation. Yeah, welcome to Metroid Fusion. This is my first, like, full playthrough of it, even though I've played through, like, half of the game in the past. We don't count that. If it's not on stream, it didn't happen. This is my idea of a Monday game, so that I have, like, just something to play while talking about nothing. I was just mentioning this, but I'm at a place with streaming that I feel comfortable, like, talking about nothing in particular, or just talking to chat while playing. I would not have the brain power to do a Metroid game and also talk to chat if this was like my first year of streaming back when I was just starting out. And I'm just glad. I'm glad I'm at this place. Because Metroid is a super cool, awesome series, and I really need to play more of it. The color technique didn't work with your limited understanding of the program. That's fair. Baby steps. Experimentation gets you the experience. Who knows, maybe it'll, like, what you've learned will still be useful for something in the future, even if it's not what you originally intended it for, you know? Here, you can have this story about how I got my first experience with Metroid. And it's a fun one. But also first, chat, left or right? Left or right? It's very important. Left or right? I can only choose one. And while I wait for the answers, I'll tell my story. When I was a wee lad, back before the Nintendo 64 even came out, I had a Super Nintendo. We originally had an NES, but we got robbed when I was 2, so we replaced it with a Super NES. And my uncle was always a big gamer. My uncle was a programmer. He worked for like a big bank, but he was also a super tech nerd, so he played a lot of video games back then. So my uncle sent me some used video games. Actually, no, this was like right after the Nintendo 64 came out. He sent me some of his used video games because he didn't need it anymore. I'm sorry, everybody. I know you said right, but I went left. So I just lied to everybody. It's okay, somebody said left. Oh, I can't even go through here. Never mind, I have to go right anyway. One of those games, they were all bangers, I'll let you know. He sent me Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. He sent me Super Mario All-Stars. He sent me Super Metroid. And Super Metroid, I really wanted to play because it looked cool. There was like a big dragon dude on the front with Samus fighting them. I didn't know who Ridley was. I'm just like, this is awesome. Middle. Wow, I'm sorry, Noah. Next time I'll listen. There's no way to get back up, which scares me a little bit. Never mind. You just have to get good if you want to get back up. So Super Metroid, I played it for the first time on my Super Nintendo. I put it in. I played through the intro. You gotta like, you go to the research station. You get the little baby Metroid, but then Ridley takes it, and then you escape on the timer with the whole station exploding. That scene traumatized me as a kid. The time limit, the exploding. It traumatized me so hard that I never wanted anything to do with Super Metroid again. Not only did I not want to play it, I told my dad to send it back to my uncle. Like, this game is scary. This game is stressful. I don't want to play a game like this. Like, is the entire game gonna be like this with time limits and explosions? No! I want to play some kind of game where you, like, explore at your own pace with, like, slow action and progression. You know, this Super Metroid game clearly isn't that. This Super Metroid game clearly is not slow-paced and contemplative. No way. If only I knew. Why is this bug so hard? It's a Metapod. He was hardened. Ah! Get away! I was a fool. I was a fool. Baka mitai. Kodomo nano ne. You think the game would have been rated E10? Probably, if it came out at the time. I was only like 4 or 5 years old, man. No, actually, if the Ocarina of Time was out, I was probably like 7, which means I'm just a pansy. I got really stuck here, by the way, the first time I played this. Because there's no way out. I thought I was just like, oh, I guess I soft locked. The game just wants you to bomb randomly until you happen to hit this. That's it. That's how you get out. Look, these little jellies, I love them. I wanna like official plushie of these little like jelly spikes. They remind me of Sea Cucumber from Splatoon 2. But yeah, if I had known, at least I got super into Zelda because of it. But who knows how history would have been different if I had given Super Metroid more of a chance. These little jellies, I love they. Can I just keep them? Look, they're jumping. The forbidden gummies. They're adorable. What are they called? Does anybody know? But yeah, I just got into I got into Zelda Ocarina of Time instead of Super Metroid. I still have that copy. For some reason, I kept like the box and everything in the plastic wrap. Because it was a gift from my uncle and I didn't want it to get messed up. And you know what? That works out just fine for me, because that's, if you have the box for Ocarina of Time in good condition, who knows how much that is worth. I'm gonna check it right now. Complete in box. Ocarina of Time price charting. I bet it, even though it was a common game, it probably fetches a pretty penny. Let's see, complete, $112. Like, yeah, dude. $112 just because it has the cardboard box? That's awesome. That's awesome. It's not awesome for anybody wanting to buy it, but it's awesome that I have that. Uh-oh. This was a mistake. I don't have the gravity suit. Wind Waker on the GameCube is rated E. Wind Waker HD, E10. It's the HD that really traumatizes kids. Like, they might look at the bloom lighting and then they'll get encouraged to look directly into the sun. Like, we can't have kids looking into the sun. It's not healthy. I can't go up from here. Glad I got into Zelda. I'm glad too. Yeah, just the more I think about it, we were having this discussion earlier, Ori. The more I think about it, Zelda and Metroid occupy very similar design spaces, where I'm surprised that nobody's like come up with a game that kind of like combines them both. You know, indies do it, but like Nintendo hasn't really capitalized on that, I don't think. Like, what if there was a 2D Zelda game that played a lot more like Zelda 2, side-scroller, but maybe Link had a gun? Or at least, like, made more use of the bow and arrow, and it just played like a Metroid game, but it was a Zelda game. You know? Oh, there was an item back in that room. That could be what people need to, like, give Zelda 2 a chance. Just give Link a gun. Oh, that's why I can't do it. Again, brain cell. Attention span of a goldfish. Literally left this room a second ago. Yeah, they're both known for, like, having arsenals that upgrade over time. Somewhat non-linear progression. But over time, you are, like, progressing linearly. Something that older Zelda games had that I miss in Breath of the Wild and Tears is that your ability to move around the map was more directly tied to the progression you made. That's a very Metroid thing. Like, you get the screw attack, you get to destroy the screw attack blocks, you get the speed dash, you get to, like, the shine spark, you get the space jump, you jump higher. And Zelda used to be like that. Zelda used to be, like, directly influenced by the items you get. Tears of the Kingdom did kind of, like... Oh, I need the super bombs. Did kind of alleviate that, where, like, a lot of your progression is tied to exploring the underground, and more battery means more complicated Zonai devices that can fly further. But at the same time, there are ways to cheese it. Which is good. It's good that they explore that design space and let you, like, find your ways to progress. But I don't think I would want the next Zelda game to follow that exactly, or else it would feel like a retread to me. How did we just end up getting into a Zelda discussion for Metroid? Long story short, because I know people have lots of opinions about Zelda, Tears and Breath, so I don't want to talk too much about those, because we can talk about those when I'm playing a Zelda game. But I think my point is Zelda and Metroid can learn a lot from each other. And Nintendo just needs to, like, capitalize on it. I'm talking about it because you're a Zelda fan. Fair enough. You think something worth mentioning is that Samus interacts with the world by shooting. Link would go through a Metroidvania by a sword more so. Mixing for a little different way of interaction, like Hollow Knight. Yeah. Like the little pogo jump that you get. If Link had that, well, dang. I mean, he basically does in Zelda 2, right? They just don't really use it like one. Imagine if he went full DuckTales with it. Yeah, I can't go up from there. Can't go any further up. I'll just have to go down. Zelda and Metroid go hand in hand. Yeah, the two games where people keep, like, assuming that the main character's name is the title, but they're both very wrong. Wait, you're telling me Link isn't a girl? Wait, you're telling me Samus isn't a dude? Just two sides of the same coin. The Nintendo coin. Now I'm thinking about the coins they used to sell during AGDQ. That had, like, the killed animals and save the animals because of Super Metroid. I am sad that I didn't get to buy one of those coins ever. Because that's funny. Kill the animals or save the animals. I would use that all the time when I'm playing, like, Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh! Just if I ever need a coin flip. Do you think people still sell those? Like, used on eBay or something? Huh. I don't think I can get here. That's weird. This is like the only area I can go, though. I guess not here, then. The main character Zelda's actually Groose. True. When you were a kid, you knew Zelda wasn't the main character, but then it kind of drunk because you couldn't figure out who the main character's name was. The main character is you. It's your name. Wow. Nothing against people who like use their exact name whenever a game lets you name the character. I will do it when there's no confirmed name for a protag, but when there is, I'd rather like people call the protagonist their name. I'm boring and I call every Link in every Zelda game. You know, instead of doing the fun YouTuber stuff where I could name like Link I farted, so that when you meet Princess Zelda for the first time, she's like, I farted. Yeah, I'll get that soon enough. It even got to the point where when I played Super Mario RPG for the first time, I named the save file Mario, not knowing that it, like... Because it would feel really weird to me if you're playing a Mario RPG and Mario wasn't called Mario. Well, the thing is, they don't call you by your save file name. That's just your save file. It does not influence what they call Mario. You can name your save file whatever in Mario RPG. It's fine. Something ain't right here. Language model based TTS coming to a Zelda near you. It's sad to me that like AI is being used to replace actors instead of like the cool applications that it could be used for. Like actually having AI make it so that characters with voice actors say your name that you put in. Like, yeah, that is a cool way to do it. If it had like the actual blessing of the actor and the permission and everything was like all laid out in the contract. But that's not what's happening right now, and that's sad. There's so much potential being wasted because of that. Loading an old save with a character creative name is kind of cringy. Like when you play a Pokemon game and you realize you named your favorite Pokemon after your ex-girlfriend. That's awkward. And you traded it from their save file so you can't rename them. Your Link in Skyward Sword is just badass. Well, he is, though. Your second save file has the ridiculous name. There you go. Okay, I'm actually a little bit stuck. Hold on, let me look with my eyes and not with my mouth. I feel like maybe this room holds the key? Metroid moment. I'm a little stuck. You feel this any Metroid play session. Well, good to know it's not just me, and it's probably good for you to know it's not just you. Okay, time to backtrack through every single room and see if there's something I missed. As is the Metroid way. I have to think, like, anywhere there's a room that I'm just blasting through, maybe there's something here. Like, think of it this way. Like, use the map as a way to kind of lead you where you want to go. Like, for here, for example, it's above this corridor, so maybe there's like a hidden hole in the floor that drops you down into the room that was blocked earlier down there. Maybe. I know there's a way to go down here. Wait, what's the reason? Oh, yeah, because I need super bombs. I was like, what's the reason I haven't gone up there? That's why. Okay, let me see. Maybe there's a way to drop down from here? Doesn't the map give you an objective marker? Yeah, there's an objective. My objective is to go to the navigation room. Oh, I think I'm just done here. Oh, okay. Well, that actually does it. Thank you. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm trying to explore where I probably shouldn't yet. I need to head back to the navigation room so I can get my next objective. I just see all this area available to me and I'm like, I must go. I must go now. Because I think the thing right now is I'm not able to go many places yet. Actually, I think I dropped down here. No, wait, no. I can't go back to where I came. I just need to find a navigation room. I can't go back this way. This is just stuck. The only reason I'm able to go this way is because I have the bombs now. All right. You named a Pokemon after your favorite Yankee player when you were young. Then that player was Garbo and traded from the team. Oop. Your Final Fantasy VIII Skull from 2001 was named after your childhood dog. Oh. Hey, you know what? I could see that being spun into a positive memory. They'll always live on in the form of Squall. Squall Leonhardt. You have to start over in Final Fantasy 3 on your phone. You named a character after an X. Ugh. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. All right. Anyone in chat who's played this before? Is there like the vaguest possible hint that you'd like to give? Like, the hint could be something as simple as up. Then I'll know I'll need to find like a way to go up, you know? Because as far as I can tell, I can't go up right now, but maybe I can. What's the objective? Get to a navigation room, which I don't see one on the map that's accessible where I am. I just got the bombs. Maybe this is why I got stuck after getting the bombs last time. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna meticulously bomb every inch of this room. Because maybe there's like a hidden platform that comes out of the ground, like in the other rooms. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything here. I was warm earlier. How early we talking? There's a lot of earlier. Somewhere mossy. Okay. There's definitely a lot of moss. I'm gonna try going back to this area down here because that feels like it would be progress. I just found it odd that I couldn't go forward. Because down here is like the only like real unexplored area. Try to go right? Yeah. So here was the problem. This seemed impossible to get through, but it looks like the way. Leave me alone! Wouldn't it be funny if there was, like, anti-piracy on this game that somehow manifested? Because the emulator was just that little bit off. Is this where I want to be? My other thought would be what I was thinking earlier, where maybe there's a way to drop down from the room that's above me right now. Alright, I gotta try that. What do you think the anti-piracy meme screen would be for this game? It would be that the SAX would appear in every single room, but like not at first. It would like show up in rooms that normally it wouldn't, and it would just kill you, right? But then it would just like not appear the next time, so it would be like, oh, I guess it's random. And then eventually it would just always spawn, always and forever. There we go. My thought was right. I just didn't do it. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, hey, hey. Wow, wow. Hey! Everything coming up, Samus, baby! But yeah, eventually the SAX would just show up in every room and kill you on sight. That would be the anti-piracy gimmick of this game. And it'd be super cool. And it'd be like, oh man, Metroid Fusion, I remember that game as a kid. It was so hard. I bought a copy from the Philippines. I don't know how you're supposed to win it because the SAX kept killing me. Alright. Y'all notice? Well, y'all notice how the bosses in this game, the ones that give you abilities? I messed up. I'll say what I'm thinking after this, because it'll be very clear if it's not already. Eat that. Those little jumping Jehoshaphat. This is straight up like a Zelda enemy. It's like the Choo-Choo from Minish Cap or Wind Waker. But also like a Hydra. I love this guy, he's so happy. Ah. Oh, he's getting shorter! Oh no! Come on. Oh, that's a nice sound, isn't it? Oh, that's a nice Game Boy Advance crunchy sound. Get away! Get away! Eat it, Samus. Full of vitamins and nutrients. Sponsored by Magic Spoon. Not sponsored by Magic Spoon. I would like to be, though. Hey, you know what? Tangents. Y'all heard of that cereal that the YouTubers keep advertising? The cereal for adults, Magic Spoon, 0 sugars and high protein. Really expensive. I tried it. I tried it because I've just been thinking of ways to lower my sugar intake. And I will say, I actually like it. Like, unlike other replacement cereals that just taste like burnt crunch or whatever, it just tastes like cereal. It's all light and airy and crispy. Hashtag not sponsored, but I'm actually considering just like reaching out for the sponsorship. I've said in the past, I would never do a sponsorship on stream unless it was for charity or unless it's for like a product I actually believe in. And this is actually, it's really good. It's just expensive, but that's because it's not made of like cheap ass grains that the industry is like able to get for pennies. So that's the trade-off. And if it's for health, you know what? These days I'll pay a little bit more. May you ask their rate? I don't actually know, but I did look up their affiliate program earlier. You have to like do a minimum of, I think, 40 cases a month. And I don't know if I can sell 40 cases of, not 40 cases, 40 boxes, which is like 10 cases. But I don't know if I can, you know, push that many cereal boxes a month. I don't know. Would you guys buy it? Maybe. Just because I actually believe in it, you know? Get $5 off, whatever. High jump and jump ball abilities recovered. Okay, what I was gonna say is, you notice how the bosses that give you your abilities back, the first one was an armadillo, you got the morph ball. The second one fired like contact lenses at you, you got your charge beam. Now this one jumped around and you got the jump ball and high jump. They're creatures that mimic the abilities. Oh, I jump so high now, yeah. So that's just gonna be really dang cool. Just knowing that you can anticipate what the other bosses are gonna be like, just knowing what Samus does. There's gonna be like an ice enemy because of the ice beam. There's gonna be like a... What is going on? Hey, what the... Why are all the caterpillars like pupating now? The hints work out. Yeah, I finally made it to this room. Finally. I've definitely been able to do this before, so I knew it wasn't something stupid, or else I would have remembered. Because I definitely remembered having the bomb in that one room. You would buy 5? Alright, Miku. Maybe I will. I actually, yeah, I just bought like 1 case of boxes of cereal. I'll tell you, it wasn't cheap, but I bought peanut butter and I bought chocolate because I wanted to make Reese's Puffs.
Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up.
I just wanted to make my own Reese's Puffs, and they actually do taste like Reese's Puffs. It's really good. What flavor did I get? Well, I guess that answers the question. Oh no. Guess I'm not going that way. The SAX is around. Hello. I'm here. I'm here. Listen to me. Fight me. Fight me, you coward. Ah, they're all the same. I wonder if it's possible to, like, encounter it this early if you just drop down there too fast. Probably. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they're turning into Beedrill. Don't evolve. Don't evolve. I need you to learn more moves. Peanut butter chocolate flavor. Of course, the Reese's Puffs. I also got cinnamon, which I guess is supposed to be like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And, marshmallow. I don't know what that's supposed to taste like. Maybe s'mores? But I was curious, so I got marshmallow. I know there's a cookie and cream one, but I think it was sold out when I bought it, so I wasn't able to get it. The fruit one doesn't seem popular. I mean, everybody knows what Fruit Loops taste like. I did get like an individual of the fruit flavor just to try it. So I'll let you know how that tastes. Oh, and now that I have the jump ability, I can access the upper parts of this area. Or maybe up here? Hey, hey. Yeah! I may not have the gravity suit yet, but I can at least get this missile upgrade. Missile! The nicest little doggy you ever did see. Everybody play Ghost Trick. Oh, that's funny. These little buggy boos act as platforms now. Oh, and they also block my path. Stop it. Stop it. Get out of the way. Come on. Come on. Come on. Cookies and cream always wins for you. I do have cookies and cream ice cream in the freezer right now. Not as healthy, but it's, you know, it satisfies the craving. And the Mario Oreos. Oh, you know what? I haven't eaten a Mario Oreo today. Yeah, I'll get one right now. I'll tell you all what the image was. Give me 5 seconds. Give me 5 seconds. Nobody redeem anything. I'll let everybody know it was Luigi. I don't have a picture, but it was Luigi. Y'all know what Luigi looks like. Actually, I think I took a picture of that one already. But, as a consolation prize, here. Oh, is that a web pea? Damn it, it's a web pea. Hold on. Y'all know the little figures called Nendoroids from Japan? They just announced a new Nendoroid figure. And you know, they do various animes, they do various video game characters. Can you guess what video game character is about to get a Nendoroid that I am excited for? Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Yeah! Why is it small? It's okay, you can still see it. 808! It's not Nendoroid number 808, but that would have been perfect. 808, the little cat! Ah, they're looking adorable. Little cat from Hi-Fi Rush. I'm glad that Hi-Fi Rush seems to at least be getting some recognition in Japan. I think they're just finding out that it is made by a Japanese dev. Not just any Japanese dev, but freaking, you know, Devil May Cry. Not Hideki Kamiya, but Shinji Mikami. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. I have an Nendoroid collection, but I only have like a couple. I have Saitama One Punch Man. I have the Isabelle Nendoroid. I was this close to getting the Master Chief, but I decided not to. They really expanded. When they looked, they only had 4 flavors. Oh, for the cereal? I was like, flavors of Nendoroid. Yeah, they're doing good, I think. Magic a spoon. So yeah, I believe in the product. I'm just hoping... I don't think they're ever going to be as cheap as ordinary cereal, because I don't think that's physically possible. But they can start to compete, I think. Like, if they're just a little bit cheaper. Missile. You will eat Fruit Loops if they're there, but you will not buy them. Alright, chat, what's your favorite cereal? You would think mine is Reese's Puffs, but actually, no. Mine is actually Oreos. Which I think they only sell in Targets. Like, it was discontinued for a while. But I think now they have an exclusive deal. It came back, but they only sell them in Target. Alright, I'm back here. Everything's pupating. I don't like it. I don't like it. No, sir, not one bit. The most recent merch you bought was on Makeshift, a plush of Hank the Bear from Bear and Breakfast. You don't have the game, but you wanted the plush. I like when these indie game companies are able to get merch of their stuff made. I remember like Mineko's Night Market when that got first announced. That was like years ago now. The game still isn't out, right? But it's really cute. Hiya! Ow. Reese's Puffs is your go-to. Peanut butter chocolate flavor. You got into Frosted Mini Wheats at some point. You have nostalgia of Frosted Flakes as a kid. I think when I was a kid, I really liked the Frosted Mini Wheats. But they just tear up my mouth too much for me to really enjoy them anymore. Coming out this September, finally. I hope it's good. It reminds me of Rissateer. Mineko's Night Market. Count Chocula, your favorite. What do you like about Count Chocula that is specific to Count Chocula and not like Cocoa Pebbles or any other chocolate cereal? I'm curious. After Cocoa Pebbles, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, pretty good, pretty good. Can you see why kids love it? Doesn't matter. All that matters is that you love it. Think about that. Think about that. Yeah. All right.
Samus, we've got trouble.
Yeah, tell me something new.
Releasing the security lock may have been a bad idea. The SAX has invaded the water environment in Sector 4. AQA with several thousand X.
Several thousand? Weren't there only a couple in my suit? Whoa. Whoa. Precocious little bastards. Alright, well, I guess I'm the exterminator now. Can we just call Space Orkin? Come on.
With the blue hatches active, the SAX slipped in easily.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Adam. Like, even if I didn't unlock the hatches, that thing has got explosive firepower more than I ever realized. Like, it blew up doors. I don't think the locks would have mattered.
The features and systems in Sector 4 are already showing multiple irregularities. I am currently investigating and also providing them with more fiber so they become more regular. I'll brief you in the navigation room when you arrive. Is your objective clear? Now, head for Sector 4.
So I haven't finished this game. So I'm gonna preface with that. So nobody confirm or deny any of this. But I have a feeling if there is a point, which I am very, very, very convinced that there probably is, where Adam betrays you for some reason, then I would imagine like it's gonna be super ominous with the dialogue, and it's gonna be like, is your objective clear? Your objective is to die. Do it now, Samus. Just hole up in there and die. I'm like, oh. I don't think a Nintendo game would like say it like that, but damn, I'm anticipating it now. The SAX, an enemy with my strongest abilities. But does it have reason? Probably not. It's just a killing machine. In my current state, I can't face it head on. The SAX is me, only heartless. I must stop it before it learns its potential and threatens the universe. I like how this implies that Samus knows she is strong enough to threaten the universe, but she uses her power for the greater good. Let's be real thankful that the Chozo raised such a noble person from birth, and not like some sort of space dictator, you know? Alright, time to Aqua. Malkits, what's up? Welcome. Love the Adam voice actor. Voice acting. Voice over. I'm really happy with the voice I chose. Like, it is so atmospheric. Uh-oh, chicken time. Where are they coming from? There! Hold them off! Hold them off! Ah! Woo! Safe. Whew, that was a close call. They almost got me. Never had marshmallow-based cereals. One of these days, I know it's gonna be terrible, but one of these days, I want to get one of those bags of just Lucky Charms marshmallows, because you can get that. You can get just the marshmallows. Maybe not like official Lucky Charms, but just like cereal marshmallow bag, generic. And just eat that in a bowl of milk. Maybe it's on my bucket list, you know? Just to prove that I am once and for all an adult. Not even Samus is safe from the Cuckoos. You don't know, they might be ex-Cuckoos. I think by terrible you mean transcendent? Absolutely. Like, I'll become a different person after that. And I'll be scared of the person I become. So, you know, I'll just hold on to this life for as long as I can first. Yeah. Chex chocolate. I've never had Chex chocolate, but I know Chex cereal. I'll try it. You've done that where you ate the marshmallows. I'm jelly. I know when I was a kid, I used to pick out the marshmallows from Lucky Charms, but now it's like, I could never do that. It's like, it would just, like, the cereal has to balance out the marshmallows, otherwise it just hurts my teeth somehow. They're not even hard, it's just the texture isn't right. I'm just like, yes. Yes, this is the difference between eating cereal as a child and as an adult. I should have enjoyed it while I could. Hey, but you know Oreos are back, so it's a trade-off. Anyway.
This sector has taken more damage than expected. I knew the X were powerful and destructive, but still. This seems to be purposeful. We certainly can't rule out the possibility that the SAX has a high degree of saxophone intelligence. It can hit the gritty, and it can also dab. I find the X fascinating, especially this sax. But I digress. This sector is home to a very large creature the researchers call Ceres. It is capable of moving and attacking at ultra-high speed. The more senseless and widespread destruction here may be attributable to the Ceres. No doubt the SAX released it, but I can't be sure why yet. Ceres has returned often to the breeding tank here.
I don't want to be caught in there. If that's where it's returning. It feels like it's returning there for a reason, and I would assume that reason is breeding.
Its natural behavior must be to go back to it periodically. It's a valuable specimen, but you have been authorized to terminate it. If you don't, it may invade the other sectors. Is your objective clear?
My objective is scary, but it's clear.
While you're moving, be careful. Some broken power nodes have electrified the water, but we can't cut the power. Doing so would affect the whole station adversely. If you touch the water, you'll be electrocuted. Conserve energy as you go.
Oh boy. No. No, 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 I don't want to deal with that. But you must, Samus, you must. Yep. We'll see where I get to at like the 3.5 hour mark or like 3:15. Maybe I'll finish the section, maybe I won't. But I do gotta wake up early tomorrow. I know it's gonna suck because I won't be able to play this game again for a week. But that's how it goes. Yakuza 0 still has to be the primary game on stream today, this week. Or else I will never finish it. Oh, there's that water. There's a bunch of remix tracks for Metroid called Harmony of a Hunter. I do really like the music in Metroid. It is underrated. I know Metroid doesn't have a lot of music, but whatever little music it has is like so iconic. Oh. Alright, can't get through here yet. We'll come back later. The setting lucking out by having Samus end up a good person reminds you of how in Batman you start appreciating how Bruce Wayne has at least enough of a good heart to fight for the sake of God and city. You see the backstory of his enemies. One of his enemies, Hush, and realize how bad a rich kid like Bruce with childhood could have been. That's the thing. These characters could easily be villains, but they're not. It's not about being easy. It's about doing what they think is right, what is needed. There was a thing about, like, how Batman, because he's a billionaire, like, oh yeah, in real life he'd totally be evil. And like, the thing is, yeah, that's why he's a fictional character, isn't it? Oh, speed boosters? Hell yeah, we're gonna be getting that soon. Oh, I don't want to go in there. No. No, electricity bad. There you go. Crab? I like the crabs. They're just throwing out balls of fun. And it is interesting how in the Batman comics, like, he is shown to actually be, like, a philanthropist, of course. But he also realizes that, like, oh, Batman, if you're so rich, why don't you, like, just give money to, like, all the programs that need it to, like, solve world hunger and whatever. And it's like, there are Batman stories that address that, where it's like, you can give money to good causes, and you still should, but unless you address the systemic change, then there's still gonna be a root issue. So, you know, they go into that kind of stuff, and, you know, they do it better than I could ever say. Oh, big. Metroid is 20 years old. Built up quite a library at this point, even all the first-party Nintendo remixes, right? Good music. Suki Dragon Okami, what's up? Not feeling well, arriving now. That's alright. You know, as long as you, as you're able to chill out, that's understandable. You got stuck in this game, you think you're soft-locked. Did you try bombing the ground? If you're stuck in the same place I got stuck the first time I played, maybe. Are you talking like right now, or are you talking about last time you played it? I'll just say, like, the first time I played this, I legitimately thought I got soft lock right after I got the morph ball bombs, and the solution ended up being you have to, like, bomb the ground under your feet. And that just, you know, that's Metroid for you. If you don't remember that's a thing, the game will damn well remind you too. Did I get Master Detective Archive ring code? Yes, I did. I was tempted to start playing it today, but I ended up going with Metroid. Mostly because I just feel like it would be weird. Oh, at least I get an E-Tank. It would be weird to start a kind of like visual novel story-based game and not at least play a couple streams of it. Like, if I had played that today, I would only play it once. But I feel like I should at least play through the first, like, chapter of it and see if I like it. Or, you know, the ideal thing would be to finish it, but right now, Yakuza is kind of the priority. I ended up going with Metroid in the end. Specifically because of how this game is made for a portable system and I can pick it up and put it down week after week. Who knows if that's the best choice in the end, but I'm okay with that. Like, we're making good progress today. First time I played this game, I definitely didn't get this far in one sitting. I'll tell you that. Because like I said, I got stuck with the bombs. Bombs? First time you played this game. Ah, playing alongside, you like to see it, you love to see it. Yeah, I want you to figure out for yourself unless you're asking for help. So I won't say much else. But hopefully you get past where you're stuck and you can continue playing. I will say there pretty much is no way to soft lock in this game, I don't think. If you're not doing like advanced movement, then likely the game is intentionally trying to get you to like figure something out. That's what I like about the design of the Metroid games. They definitely haven't like gotten to the point with other games where they're so afraid of you getting stuck that they just like tell you the solution. God of War Ragnarok being like the game in recent memory to do that. To the point where certain people online have gotten flack for criticizing the game when they just got stuck. But dang, that was really funny. You know, that one specific person, and you know, I mentioned God of War earlier, so you might know who I'm talking about. Got stuck in Metroid Dread, and like, how was I supposed to know you shoot the walls? And like, well, that's kind of just the Metroid thing, ain't it? Yeah. I see, Dylan. Yeah, let's be glad that Batman's on our side. I think there was like a Justice League cartoon. I see a lot of clips for it, at least. That kind of explores, not like Batman being evil, but what happens if Batman, his skills were used against the Justice League? Because that's the thing. Batman is so prepared. He has protocols against, like, what if so-and-so Justice League member turned evil? As unlikely as it is, what would you do? So, like, what if Superman turned evil? What's the contingency plan? What if the Flash turned evil? What's the contingency plan? And the whole thing is, like, how somebody got a hold of Batman's contingency plans and are using it against the entire Justice League. And that ain't good. Speaking of Dread, you know it. You know what I'm talking about. You haven't played a Metroid game, but you're kind of interested in Metroid Prime on a Switch. I'd say do it. The remaster is really good. Oh, this is a bad idea. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. How do I get out of here? I'm gonna die. Get out. Whoop. It actually wasn't that bad, but I don't want to be in there for any prolonged period of time. Oh, speed boost. I don't have the speed booster yet. How do I get there? Oh, wait a minute. Target. Adam said that the target moves fast. They are the next boss. Of course. That room has been named the Jaff Room now. It deserves it. Infamous. Just run faster. I'm running as fast as I can. Yeah. You wonder if the employees at Bruce Wayne Industries are unionized? Maybe. What's that clip from the Harley Quinn show with Joker actually catching Batman and he's like, "Where's my goddamn electric car, Bruce? I ordered a Wayne Tech electric car 5 years ago." Oh jeez, I'm a fool. Been a while since Malkid stopped by, you know. Yakuza's on the forefront, so I'm doing future. I'm gonna do any Metro games in the future. Yeah, I mentioned this before. The whole end goal of me playing Metroid Fusion is so that I can play Metroid Dread around this October, maybe. It's not looking likely considering all the stuff coming out this fall and how busy I'll be in October. But it's possible. I just want that possibility to be there. other than that, the main game I want to play during October is the Dead Space remake. Because I've been holding off on playing that, because I specifically want to play it this October. Can you believe that came out this year? Feels so long ago now. And you know what? The Dead Space remake, the Dead Space is almost like a Metroid game. Almost. You think with the stories covering contingency plans, some even show that he has a contingency plan for others to use if he himself goes evil. Which is a bit much. I mean, possible. Like, we know there are stories with, like, alternate universe Batmans that are, like, oh, no. I think I found the Ceres. It's not in the best condition. But you know what? I got a bone to pick with him. Yeah. Damn. The way that you don't even fight anything in here. That is so ominous and scary, honestly. So what does happen? Is the question I ask myself. Cool skeleton, though. I've had it up to here with these doors. Thank you. Hello? Aw, shit. This is a boss arena if I ever saw one, ain't it? Alright, buddy. Alright, buddy. Alright, buddy. Where you at? Where you at? There you are! Okay. Yeah, it's here. Yeah, it's here. Oh! Ouch! Oh, yeah! The X is copying the Ceres. The X is copying the Ceres. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh! 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 How am I supposed to, like, know where it's going? Huh. Ah, yeah. I'll just tank hits. Ow, ow. Do I just alternate? I think I'm safe if I alternate. Oh, ow, ow. Yep. Curse you, small Game Boy Advance screen. Buddy boyo. Hey. Yeah. Shut up. His head be spinning though. Shoot. I'm dying. I am dying. Please. Oh, I'm at 9 energy. It's a fast boy. Oh boy. I think that's a good boss for the end of the night, maybe. Just tank it. Just gas and tank it. This is your reaction speed test as a kid. I fail with dying colors. But that's alright, that's okay. We still made it, y'all. Dude, like, I can't imagine playing that on the original GBA with a not backlit screen. Like, how would you see anything happening? Alright, time to build up speed for 300 hours. Just like Super Mario 64. Yeah. Gotta go fast. And gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. Sonic on the run. Sonic, number one. Sonic coming faster. Watch out for Sonic X. I gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. Sonic X. Those magnifier lights back in the day. That's true. I was too cheap to get one though. Ooh, missile. See, now I'm glad we live in this era where you can mod consoles. Ooh. Like I said, it is really easy. Not as easy as modding a 3DS, but it is easy to mod a GBA, one of those backlit screens. The kits are basically drop-in replacements now. When I had, I didn't have a light for the Game Boy Advance, because eventually, I did just get the Game Boy Player for the GameCube. But when I just had the Game Boy Pocket, I had one of those, like, giant-ass magnifier screens that, like, flipped out in front of the screen and then had lights inside that. It's broken now, like, unfortunately, it kind of just fell apart because the plastic became too brittle. But it served me well back in the day. Go for a little bit longer, I think. BRB, no problem. Thanktwig says September's gonna be stacked for you with just Baldur's Gate 3 alone. There's also my time at Sandrock, Fate, Samurai Remnant, October at Spider-Man 2, Alan Wake 2, Detective Pikachu Returns. I forgot about Detective Pikachu Returns. Are they still gonna do the thing where they port Detective Pikachu 1 to the Switch? Because, you know, it's been a while since that game. People don't really have access to a 3DS anymore if they want to play it. Alright, I know there are some areas I can speed boost through. Let's focus on those. Ba-dum-dum. I like this area's music. It reminds me of Ghost Trick. Alright, can't build up enough speed there yet. I would also like to not die. Let's head back to the recharge room. Can I head back there? Uh-oh. Maybe not. But soon. You do still have it? You need to play it. I tried to stream it once. Just once. It is a game that is definitely for children. But I am curious how much, like, the plot follows the movie. Because, you know, if you watched the movie back when it came out, you would just be so spoiled for the second half. Because from what I hear, the plot does kind of follow the movie, obviously with a lot more like just random day-to-day stuff, but that just means we're just spoiled on the ending of the game because the movie came out so many years ago. I will have a new appreciation for Detective Pikachu though, now that KG Tang has voiced Ichiban Kasuga in the interim. I can just pretend that Detective Pikachu is Ichiban Kasuga the whole time. Here, the third iteration of those screens has no soldering required. I don't know, well, it's not just one company making them, but definitely the version I installed into my Game Boy Advance does not require any soldering. It does require you to cut the screen plastic a little bit. But I just got a replacement shell, like, entirely, so I could cut it without caring. And plus, the original Game Boy Advance shell I have has, like, yellowed over time. It's supposed to be the glacier blue color, but it's like green now. So that's not accurate. Oh, now I can get to that one room. Perfect. The game ends on a cliffhanger, the endings aren't the same. Well, that's the thing, like, I think the first Detective Pikachu game ends on a cliffhanger because it is not, like, the entirety of the story of the movie. It's like the first half, and then once the second game comes out, then it will match the movie. Maybe. I don't know. Again, I haven't played it, so I don't know. What am I looking forward to this year, game-wise? As far as new releases, Super Mario RPG Remake absolutely is the big one, I think. Professor Layton World of Steam. I think that's coming out this year. I forgot if they said. I wish I could be more excited for the Apollo Justice Collection, but it just doesn't make sense for me to be if I haven't streamed the trilogy yet. When am I gonna do that? When am I gonna stream the Ace Attorney trilogy? I need to. Or what, do I just start with Ace Attorney 4? Just continue this meme of me never having streamed the trilogy? Everyone will be so confused if you don't already know the games. I have to. Maybe I'll start Ace Attorney 1 this year. At least it'll be fast because I already know the games. Oh, what is this? What kind of door is this? I can't open that yet. It's level 4. God damn. Ow. Now can I go to the recharge room? I need to heal. What's my objective? Search and proceed. That's Metroid. Doesn't it kind of look like these canisters have faces? Like Homer Simpson faces? They look like Homer Simpson. They got like his 5 o'clock shadow mouth. They got his like little nose and his eye, and it's his bald head, and his like little ear on the side. They're just Homer Simpson containers. No. That one has an open mouth. I need to heal. I'm gonna die. I only have 1 canister of health. I'm gonna die. I need to heal. My Investigation 2 playthrough was amazing. Thank you. I can deny it no longer, though. I need to stream the trilogy. My plan was to play Layton Ace Attorney sometime this year, but I think too many games are coming out. I think if I have any hope of starting Ace Attorney 4, I'm not going to have hope of starting it this year. That's the thing. There's no way I can play Ace Attorney 1, 2, and 3 all this year. I don't think so. Not if I'm like voice acting it. Are there donuts inside the containers? Yes. This is where they store the dolphin food. It's all dolphin donuts. Star Ocean 2 Remake coming out in November. The Super Mario RPG Remake of a game you love, remake a game you never played. Like a Dragon Gaiden. That's the one I'm thinking of. The whole reason we're playing Yakuza 0 right now. It's all coming together. All according to Keikaku. Aw, super bombs. Okay, I made it. Recharge room, please. Please. Wakamitai. Whoa, what is going on here? Why is it locked? Okay. Okay, it was just an enemy lock. Adam, please. Adam, por favor. Por favor. This has been a phenomenal year for gaming. I've said it, and I'll say it again. 2023 is the new 1998. It's just so many good games. Resident Evil 4 Remake was this year. Can you believe it? So much stuff has happened since then. Not even mentioning Tears of the Kingdom yet. Ghost Trick. Ghost Trick. You know Ghost Trick? If you go on Metacritic, Ghost Trick is one of the highest rated games of all time. I think it's in the top 5. Isn't that hilarious? That's the thing with modern games. There's no real way to get a high score in Metacritic, because eventually, after a game is popular enough, there will be people that just review it. So the only real way to get a high review score on Metacritic is to be really, really good in a very specific niche, such that people outside the niche don't even bother playing it, and everyone who does play it is like, this is the best game ever. So yeah, Ghost Trick. If you had any doubts as to the quality of Ghost Trick, everybody play Ghost Trick. It's the year that all the holdouts from all those game development delays are coming out. Yeah, you know what? Excited that Rhapsody musical adventure sequels are being localized. Oh, they are? Interesting. Hell yeah, Ghost Trick. All right, I'm thinking. Do I just like? I think this is a nice place to end it. As much as I want to play as much as I can, since I'm not gonna play for another week. But I think after this dialogue, we'll be set to explore this entire water area. I think it's a good place. Nice bite-sized stream. Please don't hold it against me. It's shorter than usual, but I need to get some good sleep tonight. My Snorlax is counting on me, y'all. I just unlocked the beach area in Pokemon Sleep.
So, Ceres had been infected by the X2. Well, as a result, you recovered another ability. At this rate, you may be able to face the SAS yet. But that's still a ways off. HQ has more support data. This time it's missile upgrade data. You desperately need this, but the data room here is sealed with a level 4 lock. The highest security level. Let's avoid opening sensitive areas unless it's necessary. Also, the route to the data room in Sector 2 is blocked by still more SAS activity. I note a deliberate activity pattern, as if it is blocking your recovery intentionally. Samus, it looks like your best option for this download is in Sector 3, PYR. You will find the PYR data room on your map after using a navigation room there. Is your objective clear? Now, head for Sector 3, PYR.
I'm guessing fire area, like pyro. Oh yeah, perfect. We're leaving the water area. I can check off stream if there's something I can still get here, but for now... Saveload. Yeah! Pretty good. 3 hours is on the shorter side of my streams, yeah. I usually go from like 3 to 5, average 4. Yeah, my goal is to end around midnight, but not on a day I have to wake up early. So, that being said, y'all just have a good one. But yeah, I think this being a Game Boy game is actually working out in our favor. Even if I only play it like once a week, we're gonna finish this real fast, I think. I've played through half of the game at least. I can speed through it. I'm like a Super Metroid. I'm like a Metroid Fusion speedrunner over here. Chicken %. I'll submit it to the speedrun.com. Just you wait. Just you watch. Okay, doke. Okay, doke. Y'all. Strong bad cool game for attractive people. You got it. Saveload. Save load. You just can't. You just can't not. Everybody. You know what the deal is. I don't stream on Tuesdays. I'm gonna watch Barbie tomorrow. So once you come back to the stream, I will be a changed chicken. I'll be a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic is fantastic. And I will be chicken enough. Yeah. Yakuza 0. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We'll see if we'll get to the next Kiryu section. But if not, Majima's okay too. Whatever happens, it'll be absolutely hilarious. You know it. Maybe we'll finally meet Miracle Johnson. I don't know. Maybe. All right. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitch to catch me live next time I play this or any other game. If you ever have any fan art for the stream, post it up on Discord or send it to me in social media. The theme for this week was to create a title screen for a game as in the style of, yeah, you want those games right, so here you go, now let's see you clear them. Did anybody do it? I did it. What's your excuse? Ah, damn, what happened? What? You're telling me OBS can't do BMP files? Also, I don't remember this being a BMP file. I thought this was a PNG. Did I really save it as a BMP? What the hell? No, I know. Oh, I see what happened. I accidentally deleted it somehow. How did that happen? Here you go. It was the starting soon screen today. Yeah, you eradicated the Metroids, right? So here's a parasite that thrives in an environment lacking natural predators. Now, Samus is in grave danger. Finish the fight! Be glad I didn't cheap out and just use the Yakuza one that I was thinking of before. But I could. You could. I don't see any submissions, but you know, y'all are welcome to make some even past this week. For now, though, if you're going to sleep, first of all, links are in the chat for the social medias, all that good stuff. I'm on Blue Sky now, so I should probably add that to the list. But you know, just gotta be nowhere near that parasite known as the X. Anyway, y'all. If you're going to sleep, have a good night and stay clucky, y'all. Streams continuing Wednesday. We'll find somebody to raid, but I will let you go to sleep. Bye-bye. Stay clucky? Something. I'm sleepy. It's Monday.